let's see if I do it right this morning. I'm still learning and having a good time. It's Boogie with the Bull, Wednesday morning caffeine. Brother Ray is with us this morning. The Patriots Lab Network. My mouth is still not working right this morning, but I'm doing the best I can. And we're going to talk about anything and everything. Whatever Ray wants to bring up is great. We're in day 365 of the Schumer shutdown. And I got to love him for doing that, because it's going to be a completely different world if and when Chuck Schumer ever comes back. And I don't think he will. Ray, what do you guys to say?
Good morning, people, Patriots. Like Chuck said, Chuck think he's winning. Like Chuck said, every day of this shutdown, we are winning. But
Yeah.
what I don't understand, who's winning?
Yeah.
Nobody's winning. The American people ain't winning.
Nope.
They're not winning. We're not winning. Nobody's winning.
Nope.
So
Charlie Kirk, unfortunately, however they say it, I almost said post-humorous. I don't know, that's the wrong way, but Charlie would probably appreciate that. Got the Presidential Medal of Freedom on what would have been his 32nd birthday yesterday. So that tells me that the man we have living at the White House knows what he's doing. It has a plan that we will be very happy as he goes along with it.
I'm getting you shared out today. We're gonna get you shared out. We're gonna have a good show.
Yeah,
Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe, and most importantly, y'all go ahead and share Boogie with the Bull all across the platforms.
Please go ahead and like it and share it, or give it a thumbs down and share it anyway. Is what I tell people. We're live on my profile on Facebook. We're live on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. And we're live on the Patriots Lab Network, as Ray said, which is fantastic. Good morning to everybody on that side of the world.
I'm glad I had the opportunity to catch up with you today. I was going to go on and do a show, but I was like, let me catch up with Dave and see what Dave's got going on. We almost got you shared out all over here. We get you across the board here. We'll have a good time.
Good. I'm trying to do a little bit earlier than 10, because we weren't finding a lot of people watching, and it's more fun to watch than it is to watch the podcast. But so we're sending it out. But so we're trying 8:30 on the days I can do that, to see if that helps.
Right.
And 7 p.m. Tuesday and Thursday, but usually only if we really have something.
Well, you get just as many people. You get just as many people that will watch your rebroadcast.
Yeah, we're doing.
I mean, they might not watch it all the way through.
Yeah, well, on Facebook, it only takes like 3 seconds of watching it to be counted as a view, and I don't really worry about the number of YouTube views on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, because I never set it up to be a YouTube broadcaster. I set it up because I wanted to be able to share it on the internet, but I didn't want to share it on Facebook or from Facebook.
Okay. Well, let's have a good show. I'm riding shotgun, bro. I'm following you. That's why I came over here. So whatever you want to talk about, hit me with it. Let's go. Hey, y'all make sure y'all keep your comments polite.
We talked about the Schumer shutdown. I know we're both well, at least I am. I'm thrilled with what President Trump is doing. I'm a professional Jew, and President Trump has said there will be peace in the Middle East.
But for how long? That's the question.
I don't know, but I really, really, really want to think that this is it, that it's going to go this time, only because I keep getting told that people were told by God to do Israel last. So there must have been a reason. Either maybe he's coming to clean us all up, because I've always said I believe that we're in hell.
What do you mean do Israel last?
Do take care of Israel last. I don't know if it was because Israel on our side has always been the home of his chosen people, but I think God was saying, work your magic, get peace totally, and then bring it to Israel. And then when we're all together as one, meaning that we're all together on the planet,
so
beautiful things will happen. There won't be any more wars, hopefully. I don't know.
So well, I mean, if that's what you believe, that's what you believe. Me personally, I don't believe it for 1 minute.
Yeah.
What I do believe is these people have decided and they've learned to behave themselves on Trump's watch. See? That's what smart people do. I'm not taking no credit away from these people. They are very smart. Just like these YNs in Chicago and Portland and these places talking all that, they better not send the National Guard in here. Well, where are all of these hoodlums at now? They waiting to hopefully fight and cause ruckus another day because they know big dogs in town. See, that's what I mean. You gotta. I try to use a little common sense and a little logic.
Yeah.
We're talking about something that's been going on for what, 3,000 years?
3,000, centuries is what I said.
But and for me personally, to believe that it can just be over and done with because people say it's over and done with. Nah.
No.
We know how they operate. We know how they operate.
We do. We do know how people operate, but I think forces above that we all answer to have said.
Morning, Travis.
Have said, United States, get your shit together, get it in order, and everybody else hopefully will fall in line. And you're just gonna, I don't believe that I'm gonna wake up one day and find $1 million in my account. And if I did, I'd wait for the bank to open and call them and say, hey, there's $1 million in my account. Does it belong there?
Well, now it could go on for an extended period of time, depending on who takes over after Trump's term is done.
Yeah.
A lot is going to depend on what type of leadership we have on the economic stage, what type of leadership we have on the military stage. All of this works together. That's why I don't listen to people that don't know and understand what they're talking about. Donald Trump has done more in his time being around the Oval Office with both presidencies combined than 5 presidents put together. He's done more in his 8 months than the last administration done, and the administration before his previous administration.
Benjamin Netanyahu, the prime minister of Israel, didn't like Obama. He said to him one day in his office, you don't tell the leader of another country what to do in his country. Or, you can suggest, give ideas, but you don't tell me what to do. I can snap my fingers and you're gone. And as far as Biden, if Biden is as deranged as they say he is, I'm sure he wasn't well liked either by both sides in the Middle East. Uh, what scares me, though, is like you said, we don't know what people are going to do, and Hamas has to return bodies, which
Right.
they said they will do. But what's going to be the reaction from Israel? If I'm just pulling a hypothetical number, if they land a plane somewhere in Israel and they take off 50 dead bodies that have been there for years,
Look, the most important thing is these people don't need to start playing games straight out the box, and that's what they're doing. They know and understand that in the peace agreement they had to adhere to all of the rules and regulation that was set forth before they signed it, and straight out the gate they want to start messing around with the hostage situation. They knew the numbers they had on these hostages before they came up and signed the deal, and they think Trump wants to see. Everybody think Trump is the type of guy that will just continue to put up with and put up with and put up with. No, he gives you the opportunity.
Rumor has it he was very clear to Netanyahu on what you're going to do. And they may be a bigger, better nation than us, but he apparently walked in and said, this is what you're going to do. And if you don't do it, we're going to blow the hell out of you.
Look,
and if other people come in, we will blow the hell out of them. I don't know how true that is, but I'm getting the impression that we have regained our sovereignty. That still means a lot that they have to show me that Tom Homan and company over there at ICE need to finish cleaning up the United States in all these regions. But as far as the world goes, I think he was very clear in saying, we are back. You don't mess around with us anymore. And we are a positive nation. There's a lot of things I can do. It's not right time to do them yet, maybe. That's what I think. But I think you will see the closing of the Federal Reserve Bank. I think you will see the Treasury Department taking over the financial aspect of the United States again. I'm not sure about tariffs. I know we've made a lot of money from them, and we continue to make a lot of money from them. And everybody seems to think that's how we will support this country. They're talking about $1,000, $2,000 stimulus checks again, but I've heard that it could even be more than that. And it could be more often than that. But, I think it's a very interesting time to be alive.
Look,
and you have to listen and you have to understand before you regurgitate. And I'm doing a lot of that, making sure that I actually hear what I heard and not necessarily what I wanted to hear.
Look, you don't put a deck of cards in the hands of a person that's only used to playing Connect Four,
right?
And sit them down and expect them to play River and Tunk and card games like that. Look, Donald Trump knows exactly what he's doing. Like I was about to say earlier, when Donald Trump came out with the famous word tariffs, which is now famous because people didn't know what the hell tariffs meant. Tariffs. They still don't know what tariffs mean.
Right.
But they didn't. We didn't hear the word tariffs being floated around as frequently and often as we hear now. But see, that's the name of the game. That's 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 like that's like playing Monopoly and you ain't got no money, you ain't got no hotels, you ain't got nothing to play with. Tariffs. Tariffs is our leverage. This man has done more to bring investments to just more with tariffs. This man hasn't had to fire a single shot, and he getting all the kids on the playground to play right.
But he's also bringing the kids back from where they left the U.S. and started building and doing whatever they do in other countries. Now they're coming back. GE said they were coming back, building a big, huge plant. Others are expanding plants and building more plants, and hopefully we get a lot of American citizens back to work.
I don't know.
No, I mean, again, it's maybe they're telling me what I want to hear again, and
it's all a game. I sit back and I think about all this shit. Is there really a reason that that see? Because what I've come to realize and understand, this world is an evil world.
Yes,
this world is an evil world. Let's just say, for shits and giggles, governments decided to blow up every building in Gaza and all of that shit over there, just so at the end of the day they can call for a peace deal just to rebuild that motherfucker. Do you know how many investors are down there getting ready to see? I pay attention to all this shit.
I have asked and not had good
and you know
luck.
Who's involved in that shit? Our president. Ain't that some shit?
I have not had good luck, because I hear that Resort City is coming to Gaza.
Hey,
and
look,
we all know that's our president's business, and I don't know.
Me personally, I would wish. Did he have anything to do with them leveling all that shit over the years and shit? No, I don't think so. But I think it's not such a good look, me personally, for him to now possibly, I know he's a developer, go develop somewhere else. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, dog. It's just a bad look to me.
He's got Jared Kushner, who we all know was an advisor before, married to Ivanka, his daughter, and
hey, let them.
There's rumors going around that's what he is there to hope to do, is to become a developer of world class.
Because you know what it looked like? It looked like another Abu Dhabi. You know where the places they got all of it. Yeah,
Abu Dhabi.
They trying to put up all that stuff, man, and do all that all across that region. You let them Egyptians and them Syrian princes and kings and stuff get a whole. See, Vegas popping up in Gaza.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what everybody thought the Clintons were going to do with Haiti after the big earthquake.
Nah, they was just there for the money. They was just there for they don't know shit about developing shit. Yeah. They was just there for they just crooks. I just really think it's a bad look. I just really think it'd be a bad look, because we don't want. Trump, I know you don't care what people think, what people say, because you're a businessman and big dog and all that. But I just think it'd be a bad. You just give them something else to talk about. That's all. But you know what? Go ahead and build up some shit down there. Hey, you're a businessman.
He is. He is.
Why let everybody else? Why let somebody else get
But,
all the fortunes and shit?
he's a businessman who understands that he may get taxed to shit for being a global businessman based in New York. And that's an interesting thing because I keep reading posts and commenting on posts. Letitia James is in trouble.
Oh, hell yeah.
For everything she wanted to send him to Rikers for.
See?
Forever.
Yeah.
Billions of dollars she wanted to fine him.
Letitia.
She now faces, if she got the maximum, there's 2 charges. If she got the maximum, it's 30 years each. That's 60 years plus $2 million in fines.
Tisha. Look.
Couldn't even afford to play that game if she wanted to.
Look, girl. Your signature's on all kind of shit. See, that's the difference between you and the Don.
Yeah.
See, the Don ain't signed no fraudulent shit that you could present in front of the American people. No, only thing American people had to go by was your big ass mouth out there talking about, I'm going to take Trump's power from his ass. Oh, we going to take down the president. We going to destroy the president. I'm going to make it my sole mission. Well, hee ha ha. Look at your ass now.
They got 34 felony counts from a judge who was determined to find him guilty in that whole thing. And one by one, they're going away, if they haven't all gone away by now. And I wish there was a way to change that whole thing. Because, I mean, I hope that, I wouldn't threaten a judge because he's a judge, but he was a bad judge, as President Trump would say. I'm supposed to ask your guest, who's Ray from the Patriots Lab, Ken, so you know. Ask your friend if he had a personality at all before the Trump cult.
Oh, I see you got trolls in your show too. What's up, bro? How you doing?
I just let them go because I can be trollish on other shows if I'm on too.
I know. Let's find out. Let's see who Mr. Ken is.
I don't know.
Who's Mr. Ken?
Ken Stinson. Are you ever going to complete a thought, David Grant? I don't know who David Grant is. My last name is Gloven, but I prefer that you just call me Dave.
Well, you need to know these people. They half of them probably don't know how to read or write.
When I did radio, it was fun. They would just hand me something written up about someone who was listening, who was unhappy about something. And I just made sure, hey, if you want to be unhappy, I'll make you unhappy. I would rather make you happy. We come on at 8:30 in the morning when we can, and we sit here and we just have fun, and we kick politics on both sides, and if we have to, and we talk about other stuff too, because I'm learning there's more than politics to everything. But politics is a part of everything. Everything's political is what I'm learning at the same time too.
Your guest really thinks he gets an answer. He gets no answer. I don't entertain ignorant chat.
Okay. All right, Ken.
But on to the next one.
I guess you don't get an answer.
No, we don't entertain ignorant chat here.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you might. I don't.
Sometimes I do because it's fun to, if they're determined to be a troll, they'll just come here and be a troll. It's not worth kicking them off.
See, but what happens once you give them energy? I stomp all trolls.
I understand what you're saying. So where were we?
Both sides.
Where do you think
a Kamala supporter?
Where should we go next?
Wherever you want to go. I told you I'm on your show. I'm writing. You ask me whatever you want to know. That's how what's going on. Whatever. I'm
talk
I'm
about
I'm
anything you
co-writing.
want.
I'm co-writing right now. I know one damn thing for sure. Ain't nobody out in the streets in Memphis no more.
No,
Hey, whether you love him or whether you hate him, my man's just doing what he do. You know why? Because don't nobody want the motherfucking National Guard,
no,
ICE,
no.
Border Patrol zooming down your street because people unreported gunshots. Hell no. See, that's the thing. They are there. They're gonna respond.
They are there. They are going
And
to do
people
their job.
and number one thing, you're not supposed to have no weapons in those cities.
No,
Those cities right there. So when they get a report of gunshots, guess what? They own it. Because you're not supposed to have no firearms. And then 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a person who ain't supposed to have a damn firearm in the first damn place.
That's true. That's true.
And thirdly, you ain't going to be by yourself. You're going to be around a bunch of other people that got some more firearms that they just didn't let off.
Yeah.
See, it's stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yep. Barack Obama.
He said, what he said? He said guns are legal in cities, dumbass. Well, you say you go tell the people in New York that. You go tell the people in DC that. You go tell the people in Chicago it's not legal. See,
right.
Look, you got me engaging with an ignorant person on your chat. Man, get him out your chat.
Hey, Ken.
I ain't got time to even watch. I don't even want to look at ignorant comments.
The gun itself is not capable of doing the crimes that it does. Okay? People pull the trigger. Whether it's right, whether it's wrong, people pull the trigger. Okay? Hey, Ken, I am going to stop it at this point, Ken.
Let me get over to Dave's.
I don't care to have a big fight with people every morning. Okay, I'm 63 years old. I'm dealing with a lot of the pressure that I deal with, and I don't care if you're mad at the person that is on or you're mad at me, who is the host. Like I used to say in radio, turn the button to the left, turn the button to the right.
Yeah, I don't
find something that you want to listen to. I don't know who is.
Hey, Dave, okay. Do me a favor. Get him out of your comments, please. Thank you.
I have to figure
and we can continue a great show.
I have to figure out how to do that on this one.
You click on his comments and something should come up. We're going to learn today, Ken.
I'm going to learn a lot.
You don't get on here and be rude.
There it is.
There you go.
There you go. He can still watch, which is what I want people to do.
Thank you.
For people to be able to watch. I don't want.
Yeah, it's very annoying. Very annoying.
Right, but your interfering is really getting to me because I'm not as negative as you want me to be, and I just don't want to be. Okay. Ray's a great guy. Ray knows a lot. It's always a pleasure.
You don't have to defend me, and you didn't get your comment thing to work. So he's even trolling you now.
Well, that's okay. He's trolling. Well, he's not. He's kicked off the live. He can't live chat anymore. So
he is on your live chat. He said didn't work. He's trolling you.
Well, I have to go over to the Facebook monitor and kick him out of the Facebook chat.
But that's what happens. It's what we're dealing with now in society. It's like the people out here standing in front of these ICE facilities in their big blow up doll costumes and shit like that. I mean, I don't even call it a protest.
Yeah,
because if you call it a protest, you're taking away the value of what a real protest really is. These are just ignorant ass people out there being nuisances. That's all they doing is being nuisances.
Yep. Okay. So you have to do it on both sides. You can't just do it on. I can block somebody on the restream side, but then I have to go over to the Facebook side and block them. And like everything else on planet Meta, you have to go through one by one and kick every comment.
Well, you need to learn how to run your platform.
Well, this is what I really wish I had a live producer like I had in radio. So I didn't really have to worry about all of this stuff. And at this point in my life, I don't really want to worry about it all. But, if you can carry on a conversation, Ken, sometime.
Well, you need to learn, Dave, you need to learn how to monitor your chat and stuff like that because
I do. I need a moderator to.
No, not a moderator. You need to learn how to monitor. And once you learn how to do it, then you turn it over to somebody else. You just don't continue not to know how to get rid of ignorant people in your chat because what it does is it deters people that really want to listen to what you're doing.
Yep.
Prevent them from watching you because they don't want to look at ignorant shit like that.
He did bring up a valid point.
What is it?
The Epstein files.
Who gives a shit? I don't know. Nobody wants to talk about the Epstein files. You'll see it whenever you see it.
Well, you're right. It seems to be,
I don't give a damn because if Trump was in the damn Epstein files, the damn Democrats would have fucking released the shit years ago. Who gives a shit right now? My man doing too much shit. He's making peace deals and shit, getting rid of these fucking illegals.
Yep.
Don't you see? That's distract. Fuck distract. I ain't got time for that shit.
No. Gas is gonna hit $2 or less. He didn't say when, but he said it will hit $2 or less.
Nah, I already know what he's doing.
Well,
Dave, don't let your guests tell you how to run your show.
Right. Yeah.
Why? You need a place to hang out and be a nuisance, huh? I guess.
Yeah. Relatives of mine who are paying $5 or more in California should not be paying that price. Everybody should be paying the same price for it everywhere. That's just me. That's just the way I think it should be. And the oil companies need.
Well, the cost of living in some places, are different. So.
Well, yeah, but if it costs more to make something somewhere, then yeah, I understand. But the only reason it costs so much in California is they keep closing refineries. I don't know why they do that. If you stop closing refineries and you got plenty of gas, it's going to drive the price down. Not everybody's going to buy an electric car. Those that want will. What's his name? Elon Musk has moved the office operation of Tesla to Dallas, which should have happened years ago anyway. Hopefully he'll move the manufacturing end of his empire out of California too. Although he's in a beautiful plant. It used to be the GM plant, and then General Motors and I think it was Toyota merged a partnership called NUMI, United Motors Manufacturing Incorporated. And that lasted for a while. And I'm going off on tangents people don't care about. But anyway, and I shouldn't bring him up or shouldn't bring up California anyway, because I dislike him for reasons that are political, but really not. He's floating a bill in California. I don't know if he signed it yet, that allows him to go after social media networks that make $100 million a year or more and force them to change the algorithm of anybody he doesn't like. So you can't. California, Senate Bill 771. And he wants to be president. If he wants to be president, I'm sure he will push that. I'm sure he will want to do it out of the White House, and I just don't want to hear it anymore. Really, I just don't. All right, Ken's blocked, so I apologize for anyone who had to who had to listen to Ken. And maybe if Ken comes back,
And this is my thing. I'm looking at Ken's profile, and he's got to be a troll.
okay.
He's a troll.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, you have to either turn the other way and let them be a troll, but usually they get 15 minutes of fame from me and then they just go away. One of the questions on my groups was, if you're a troll, why do you want to be a troll of this group? And if you didn't answer it, you couldn't be a troll in that group.
Yeah, I just went to your page and blocked him too, just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But unfortunately, on Meta, you have to do things one at a time, I guess. I can block him totally, but it's blocked. It looked like it was blocking the whole live chat, and I didn't want to do that. But
that's okay. You learned how to do it. You took his ass off.
learning.
That's all that matters.
I'm still learning, and
so he can have fun now.
I will have a lot of fun with that. A lot of fun. But I want to get back to what we need to get back to, because the people on the Patriots Lab side of things don't care for the theatrics that I did for no additional charge.
Hey, that's okay. They deal with me. They're used to anything.
Good.
But Israel's looking good. But only thing I want the rest of our dead hostages to come home. Why would they be keeping dead hostages? That's my thing. See, that's when you know if they dead, just send them, just bring them back home. Just bring them back home so these people can have some closure. You know what I mean? Unless y'all knew what the count was originally and y'all didn't know, and now y'all unscrewed yourself. I mean, so y'all better come up with a good explanation. I like how people talk shit and can't back it up. You got the governor and the mayor of Chicago and Illinois talking about Trump can't do this, Trump can't do that, Trump can't do this. And now we got our forces in Southside Chicago raining havoc on everybody.
All right. Well, Ken is going to play a game with us that unfortunately I would have to go and block every single account he either has or could create while he's on Facebook. And I promise I will go ahead and do that and later. But, you know, if you
know what? If you didn't have trolls, you wouldn't be doing something right. So as long as you got trolls, that means you're doing something right. You got to have your haters. Yeah. Well, you know,
I would rather have people that just want to break bread, like I say, and talk about what's wrong and how to make it right, and then how to make everything right. But I mean, if you want to be a troll, be a troll. You know,
that's like the people who can't bring themselves around to give Donald Trump, instead of taking credit, give Donald Trump credit for what has taken place. You know, everybody. Oh, he brought it across the finish line. Things that we've been working on. You know what? I don't want to hear that. Just say Donald Trump, the art of the deal maker, did what he was supposed to do and got the deal signed. You know, the only two people that came out and supported him were the two people that was his friends when it all started in the beginning. Bill and Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
They hoping that their friendship from back in the day will exonerate them from Gitmo. That's what they're hoping. So you know Hillary and Bill ain't got shit nice to say about Trump now.
I think.
But all of a sudden,
I think to him, that's just a game. Because I got to imagine that either one of them, Bill or Hillary, will rip the shit out of him in public and even rip the shit out of him if he's there. But I can only imagine that when it's done, when the cameras are off, when the lights are off, when the mics are off, I really can't imagine Donald Trump not saying, "Hey, let's go have dinner on me." You know, I don't think he lets stuff like that bother him.
I
Uh,
don't know. I don't know. I
he,
think he was cool with everything until they tried to kill him.
yeah, he may be bothered by not getting the Nobel Peace Prize, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If I had it in the bank or in my wallet, I'd give it to him just because he deserves it. But I've also said, do the job and be happy that you did the job, and you are doing the job, and
Right.
you brought people to the table and they signed their names, and hopefully it will all work out the way it's supposed to. But in the grand scheme of things, if they want to be unhappy, let them be unhappy. You know,
Well,
let them be unhappy. I think Tom Homan said, if they want to leave, he'll put them on a plane and fly them anywhere they want to go. You know, but then you see people that made a mistake, like Rosie O'Donnell went to Ireland. I don't think they support her ripping up Trump, and it's gotten in the way of her becoming an Irish citizen.
yeah. Hey,
And
that Trump derangement syndrome is real.
yeah, there's another one I was going to bring up. The one I want to bring up, and you can yell at me all you want if I'm wrong, is Candace Owens for real, or is she just trying to screw us? I mean, that's what I want to ask, and you know better than anybody I know.
Hey, everybody's entitled to their opinions.
Yeah,
Hey, who am I to disagree with what she's saying?
yeah,
Hey, she's bought out receipts. So if you ain't educated yourself on Candace, because at first a lot of people was, not too happy with her. Then she started busting out receipts. So when you start busting out receipts, people start. There's quite a couple of people started having to backtrack. She started busting out the text between her and Mr. Charlie Kirk, and what the conversations were all about. So, hey, it is what it is, man.
it is what it is, and that's
That's
what
right.
it will always be. That's what my father used to say.
So, for anybody that wants to be able to draw a good conclusion on whether you should be mad or not mad at her, go educate yourself and find out what she's done
Yeah,
and what she's revealed
I
to.
think people were angry that it appears that she's gone into a blackout mode, and they're not finding her, or they're not finding her on Facebook. So they're not, which could be they just don't know where to look on Facebook.
Well, if people are able to give opinions, they're finding her somewhere.
Yeah, and I don't follow her, not because I don't want to. I just
So what would make you, if you don't follow her, what would make you bring up
well
what she's doing?
because I get hit by people who say she's not for real. She's only in it.
Oh,
She's only in it for herself, and
oh,
I
okay,
and I kind of go, well, I don't know enough about her,
right.
or I don't watch her enough to know if you should.
That's why you got to educate yourself.
Right. I never watched Jimmy Kimmel, but I'm glad they kicked him. Well, I'm glad they kicked him off, and I wish they had kept him permanently off.
See, I watch Jimmy Kimmel, and I'm glad they see. I can't make a conscious. See, that's what I never understand. I cannot make a conscious decision. I cannot say nothing about anything or anybody without. I cannot evaluate
Yeah,
anything or anybody without first doing my due diligence and my deep dive and
I've
drawing
seen
my own conclusion.
I've seen Jimmy Kimmel do some quote unquote fabulous things. No
Yeah,
one, no one,
yeah.
no one does impressions like Jimmy Kimmel does.
I've seen Jimmy Kimmel do some good shit, and I've also seen him do some bad shit.
I personally think
So
he's got Rich Little beat. And Rich Little, I thought, was the impression master, and always would be. But
to me, Jimmy Kimmel just went. He did what his people told him or allowed him to do, and he went a little bit too far with the
right,
fucking
right.
stay in your lane. He went out of his lane. I'll just
Yeah.
leave it at that.
So I would have said, if it was me, get back in your lane and take a week off, get back in your lane, and I expect you, if it's Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, I expect you to be here Tuesday next week at 8 o'clock and do Jimmy Kimmel like Jimmy Kimmel can. I
That's
just
it.
think he, the TV stations that have said they won't broadcast him, or the networks that have said they won't broadcast him on ABC.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? There are so many, and people don't even think about this shit. Well, some do. There are so many people that lost their jobs on the networks and got fired that no longer, and a predominantly majority of them are black.
Okay.
See, they did their bidding
Mm-hmm.
when they were supposed to, out there talking all this major cash crazy shit for the left. And then when the left lost and tried to come back to some common sense because people were like, y'all too far out there, they just started firing people for doing their bidding. Look at Don Lemon.
Yep.
Gone. Look at the other black girl with the bald head. Gone.
Yep.
Most of the damn anchors, MSNBC, Joy Reid, gone.
The funny thing about MSNBC is that Microsoft, who's the MS, and NBC, who's the NBC, have not been a part of that for years.
Now, I don't care they got podcasts. What are they supposed to do? I commend you on going out and still having a voice somewhere. But after y'all did y'all bidding
the internet,
for the man,
the internet has enough room for everybody to have a podcast. I can't guarantee, if you've never done one before, that people are going to watch it. And for me, I really don't care. I mean, it's nice to know that, 100 people, 1,000 people, 1,000,000 people are watching, but I'm going to get up when I can and do it anyway because I enjoy doing it.
That's it. That's it. Sometime I'll be late to the show on the information, and sometime I can be right on time with the actual and factual. Sometime I can tell you what's getting ready to happen in the future, depending on the situation at hand in the present. Because it's all about common sense.
That's why I like having you on, because you know the actual and factual, and I learn the actual and factual every time you're on.
I am one of those people. Look, let me just put it to you this way. Mm-hmm. For all you naysayers out there, do you know Donald Trump has been winning since day one? Just let that sink in. Yep. If you are my opponent, and day after day after day, I am whooping your ass and been doing it consistently for years, there is nothing you can do that's going to offend me, hurt me. The only thing you can do is do what you tried to do on numerous occasions, and that's kill me. Because if you don't, I'm going to continue to whoop that ass day after day. That must be a horrible feeling for these Democrats. And now they're getting ready to have the No King's Day. Well, let me give you a little information on the No King's Day. First of all, kings don't go around other countries making peace deals and liberating people. Kings take care of their own country and rule over it. They don't put treaties together in Middle East. They don't do that. They come on, man. King's Day. Y'all need to change the title to no World Peacemaker Day.
Yeah.
That's what you need to change the title to. No World Peacemaker Day, because that king shit.
Yeah,
Y'all thought y'all was gonna have a lot of people out there.
I
After
don't
what
want
this man just pulled off between Israel and Hamas, oh, they'll go. Yeah. The only people out there protesting no kings is gonna be you flower queens out there, and y'all know what I'm talking about.
Sounds like you got instant news. Did you get something?
Yeah, bill collector alert.
Well, my favorite activity is to look and see who it is and block them. And then I know they're going to call me back on another number, or they'll write me an email and I'll finally answer them.
Dave Glavin, we are rocking and rolling. We have had 97 views since you have been on this morning.
Good. And 96 of them were Ken's personalities.
Hey, I'll take it. If I can get it, I'll take it.
Yeah. I'm really glad that you came here today. We are live on the Patriots Lab Network, which puts us anywhere and everywhere. And we're live on my profile on Facebook and on Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. And I did put us in a bunch of Facebook groups, and I will also podcast it today because this was really good.
Yeah, it was a good show.
You're welcome to come on anytime you want.
Well, you caught me. You caught me on a good day. I got a day off today, and we need it every now and again.
Yep. But like you said earlier, when he comes to the end of his term, do you think that will be the end that we will see of him? Will he Donald Trump?
No. See, all great leaders stay in the fray. Yeah. They stay in the fray, whether it be because you gotta understand what Donald is doing is very complex. So, I mean, he's laying out the blueprint on how to really run a corporation right now, because anybody that knows America is nothing but the biggest corporation on God's green earth.
Right.
If only managed properly. And thank God we got a businessman in there who not once, twice, 3 times, 13 times they say been through bankruptcy. And that's a good thing. So that means you know how to bounce back from adversity. And if Lord knows anything is in adversity right now, it's this country. So we need somebody who knows how to, get back up and do what's right. And not be perfect, make some mistakes along the way, but learn from them, correct them.
We'll make a lot of mistakes on the way.
But the man's doing so much shit. He got so much on his plate. And y'all ask, well, why? Who's to blame? Why is he doing all this crazy shit?
To make it right.
Really?
To make it right.
How many millions of illegals did this last administration let just come? Don't y'all remember the pictures? I remember vividly. I remember them amazingly. Thousands of them marching thousands of miles in Air Jordans and cell phones and thank you Biden shirts and shit like that. And then I remember them down at the border shaking the gate and then knocking the border patrol over and rushing across. And y'all thought that shit was funny.
I guess the latest round of caravans have said they're only going to Mexico. They're not trying to get into the.
We don't even talk caravans no more. That's the last thing. Right now, we got these lunatics running loose here at home. Caravans, good luck.
Yeah, they seem to say they're not coming here.
No shit.
They don't want to.
Why would you go somewhere when you see people rushing out the movie theater? Why the fuck do you think you going inside the movie theater? No, it's over. Movie's over. Y'all got to go.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm sure there's gonna be some that fall through.
If I was to get a free iPhone if I entered this country, I probably wouldn't come here.
I'm like, yo, I am so glad that I don't entertain the shit that's not real, the shit that's not rooted in reality.
Okay.
I wish I could look at the shit I look at and see the shit I see and draw different conclusions. No. But God has gifted me with a brain like so many others.
Yeah.
Dude, not of one of ignorance and stupidity, but one of common sense and logic and boldness and courage. And I don't give a damn who it is. I'm going to tell you like it is. Whether you like it or don't like it, because my eyes don't deceive me.
That's true.
No. So, I just wish when it's so blatant. I mean, literally the city where they're having these ICE facilities, only thing they got to do is send out about 10 police officers. Because these people are really not a threat. These are punks on the street looking like Rainbow Bright and motherfucking. They look like they just put down their PlayStation controllers to come outside and cause havoc. They don't need National Guard or military men in front of them. They need somebody with a damn belt to whoop their ass because they're little fucking kids. Pardon my language. They're little kids. They're punks out there. And our military is being distracted from doing the border patrol and all that stuff. And it's all designed on purpose because the only thing Mayor Brandon got to do is put some damn police officers out there.
Yep.
That crowd ain't put some. See, that's why I don't feel sorry for anything or anybody that because the shit is just idiotic. It don't make sense, and y'all can cry boo-hoo, y'all can cry foul. It is what it is.
The ones that cry foul seem to turn around and love and respect exactly what just happened to them, like in Washington, D.C., when they kicked the chief of police there, and when they basically showed her the door and took over her police department. She would yell and scream and be upset about it, and then all of a sudden, one day she was on and said, "Hey, this is the best thing that ever happened."
Yeah,
it really is.
When you're finally forced to stand in front of the face of reality, it is what it is. When you got citizens every day saying, I see kids in the park playing, kids outside, people walking to the store. I haven't heard gunshots. I haven't seen the hoods hanging out at the gas stations with their straps and their switches like they did 7 days a week. I don't see no more street racing and corner turn takeovers, street takeovers. Yeah, that shit is done.
It is. And it's time for that shit to be done.
You want to fucking race cars and ram cars? Go somewhere on a damn private property lot that's going to give y'all permission to gather and tear up their fucking pavement and do all that shit. Who the hell's going to do that in a four-way intersection and shit when you got pedestrians and people trying to get back and forth to go some damn where, and y'all decide y'all want to take over a fucking intersection? Who the hell do you think you are?
No. The fighting, it just doesn't need to be. Oh, he's back. And to make us think that he's somebody else, he's...
You don't know. He can only be on your friend list for so much.
He can be everybody on my friend list for all I care. I'll still.
He misses you.
Well, that's okay. He's even coming back as ones that I block. So anyway, I apologize for anything that anybody had to put up with this morning with the multiple personalities of Ken's. If we could afford to pay for such awesome entertainment, we would. But we're not in this to get famous. We're not in here to get rich. I'd like to be known, but I'm not in this to get rich, and it costs me money to do what I do. So, you know, I will be.
114 views. Good deal. Good deal.
Thank you. Yep, I will
All
be.
right.
I will be here until I can't do it anymore. We're at an hour, but if you want to go for a little bit longer, we're okay. If you have things you need to do, class is dismissed, and you can go and take care of what you need to.
Well, as always, I appreciate the opportunity and the time to come on here, man, and
Anytime.
always spread some good cheer. But I am gonna run. It's been a good
Okay,
hour, and yeah, next time when you're gonna go live, just go ahead and give me a holler,
I will.
and I will be more than happy to come aboard, brother, as always.
I'm glad we found you because, like I said, I had decided that doing it earlier seems to be better, and that's what we're doing. So you're welcome. About 8:30 Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturdays. I'm still keeping it at 10 a.m. because I want people to have a chance to wake up and have breakfast with their families, and then jump in and hear what we do. And we can't do it every Saturday. Tuesday,
Right.
Thursday, I still have that 7 p.m. slot, but I haven't really decided what to do with it. So there's so many people on at 7 o'clock that I don't need to be in the way every week.
All right, Mr. Glavin. Well, as always, in the
All right.
meantime, in between time, until next time, brother, I am out.
All right. Thank you. Okay.
Salute, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Are you? Okay. That was Ray. And I could probably put 17 other billion things on the end of it and you wouldn't remember, but that's Brother Ray from the Patriots Lab. And I don't know the schedule of how they run and exactly everywhere that they run. I will get that from Ray and I will put it on a big note in front of me so I can tell you. But listen to him. He is the actual and factual guy, and that's why I like having him because I can often not be the actual and factual guy. Sometimes get carried away with what I want. But we're on, to make it easy again, we're on about 8:30 Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And Saturdays, if we can do it, we will be on at 10 a.m. Eastern. All times are Eastern, so adjust yourself accordingly. We have the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. If you don't see it here, you can go there. If you don't see it on my profile on Facebook, you can go there because Facebook does take things off every 30 days and you might miss it. We also are very accommodating, more accommodating than most. We will make sure you see the broadcast if you want to see the broadcast. One way is if you really want to see it, we will even message it to you on Facebook Messenger. But if there's a will, there is a way. And I'm feeling good. I'm having fun. I haven't yet figured out every button on this computer, but I did something stupid. If you haven't heard, I guess I'm going to call it stupid. And I took this beautiful Dell Latitude 3570, 8 gig RAM, and Windows 10 Pro. I don't even remember what I bought it for. I didn't buy it new. I know that. I must have bought it for some reason, but when we moved from Connecticut to Florida, I put it in a box, and the box went to a shipping or was shipped to a U-Haul storage facility. And my daughter-in-law helped my wife, Donna, unload that the other day because we moved once again. And she reached in for the final thing in the box, and there it was, or there it is. So we're here. I want to thank the people at Restream for making sure we were here and we were here well. And the people at Facebook for letting us be on another day. And YouTube for letting us be on another day, and all the groups that we put in. And if we didn't put it in your group and you want it in your group, please let me know. If we did put it in your group and you don't want it in your group, by all means let us know, and we won't send it there either. It's kind of all over the place when it goes, because it's kind of like a memory of my radio days where, I didn't really script myself. I don't really think there was a reason to do that. If I had something to say, I would say it. If you don't like it, turn the button to the left, turn the button to the right, punch another one of the 6 buttons that you have, and listen to someone else. Or come on and tell me, what I did wrong. There's even that option too. Really, don't come into the live chat if you have to every day and be a pest like the multiple personalities of Ken Stinson this morning. It's just not worth it. I mean, I'll go and I'll remove or I'll block all your friends so that you won't be able to come in and bother the other people that are watching. There is some new stuff to learn, and I don't want to be bothered with a lot of what has to be done. I don't want to block you, okay? But come on and have something to say that is presented in a factual way, or in a way that, we're all adults here, okay? Just say what you mean and mean what you say. And, you don't need to call somebody a pedo or call my guests a pedo, or, tell me you're back under a different name. No. Okay? Be who you are. Stand up for who you are. Okay? And if you really need that 15 minutes of fame to come in here and yell and scream and be mad at everybody, I'm going to give it to you, so just ask for it. Anyway, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, about 8:30 in the morning, if we can. Otherwise, it'll be around 10, but I'm really enjoying the 8:30 a.m. time slot. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, about 8:30, if we can do it, Eastern time. And Saturday, it'll still be at 10 a.m. Eastern. And we're still holding on to occasionally doing things on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. There are people who do it better than me, who've done it longer than me, and you should watch and listen to them and do it because I told you to do it. Michael Anthony, go watch the Michael Anthony page on Facebook and learn more. He's doing a lot of work right now on climate control and chemtrails because they are back. So tune in, listen, turn on, and be happy. Also watch Randy Rhodes or Colonel Randall Rhodes from All Roads Lead to Home Genealogy. That's RHODES, All Roads Lead to Home Genealogy. And you'll learn a lot. You'll learn a lot about yourself, too. If you ask him, and he will probably help you out. He's not let's say he is not the most expensive one that does it. I mean, if you go to other people that do it, you will pay through the nose, as they say. And he does stuff also with Jen Woodruff, the homeschooling mom, who I affectionately call the homeschooling grandma, because she and Jesse are just crazy over the birth of their first grandchild. And we have, Donna and I have 1, 2, 3. And I say to her every day, can't we just go catch a plane or hop in the car and drive to Texas and visit our grandkids and our youngest son and his beautiful wife. Because there's more to it than sitting inside your home and not being happy. So go out, take a walk, meet your neighbors, and do whatever, or share a cup of coffee with them if you can. We have a beautiful porch here that we hope to put together, more furniture in the living room, and when Donna is not using the craft room because she's using the living room, I can be in the craft room doing what I do. And like I said, God did something right. God once said to me, don't worry about the equipment that you have or the equipment that you don't have. When you need something, I'll make sure that you have it. So here it is. I put it away one day. I don't know why. And 4 years later, my wife found it. And I'm very happy that she did. And I highly recommend the machine. Unfortunately, for those people that need more than Windows 10 Pro, you might want to buy a new one that's Windows 11 and go with Windows 11 Pro. I still have it. Beautiful Windows 11 Pro, but I took my coffee one day and I spilled it all over it, soaking the keyboard to the point that I fried it, and I can't fix it. And we had a good time joking around yesterday with me and a few people. I said, well, it's 8 gig, but I have 16 gig that I may be able to put inside of it, which would make it 24 gig. And then we just kicked around laughing about what we could do with a 24 gigabyte Windows 10 machine. And something I found out is that if I buy a steering wheel and pedals that are set for Windows 10, I can start driving again, because we all know that I have retired from driving, but that doesn't help that you wake up one day and want to go for a drive, or you are doing something and all of a sudden want to go for a drive. I watch all the games that are on. I watch all the Grand Theft Auto videos that I see, and I use my mouse and play every once in a while just because I don't have a steering wheel. But anyway, my phone is ringing with healthcare. I don't know who that is, so I'm going to wrap this broadcast up and send that and decline it and go and call in a moment, because I don't know who that was. Anybody do want to call them back? Anyway, I'm Dave Globin. You're not. Thank you for the privilege of your time. We've hit an hour and 15 minutes, so I'm going to dismiss class and hope that you come back or join me on the broadcast or be active in the live chat, and we'll do it again. So double V's for victory. This Boogie with the Bull Wednesday morning caffeine for October 15th, 2025 has come to an end.